well several times week 1. They went for a touchdown run from Schultz. A little bit of trickery here as Fisher catching the backfield. They have a man wide open in the end zone, and that is Elsterman. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Trickery turned into 6 for... Fisher got a good block there, sets his feet, twirls one down the field. Elsterman, he got separation and catches inside the 10-yard line. Down to the 5. I don't want to let myself down. Fisher rolls to his right. His throw is caught, and it is Porter Road who sneaks into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. As From Central High School, good evening and welcome to week 3 of high school football here in IndianaSRN alongside Mike Scavara. I'm Jevin Revin. It's the Tigers and the Bears. Kickoff coming up here in about 15 minutes. Tonight's broadcast of Tigers football is brought to you by Memorial High School, Melk, Mechanical, Electrical, Plumbing, Ivy Tech Community College, Pet Food Center, Carreso Landscape, Rockabar Pizza. Tigers football is also brought to you by Linsing Building Specialties, Zemer Funeral Home, People's Furniture, Mattress Outlet, Hyundai of Evansville, and the Memorial Booster Club. Again, welcome into our broadcast alongside Mike Scavara. I'm Jevin Revin. The Tigers 2-0 after wins at home the first 2 weeks against Jasper and North. The central start of their season has gone a different direction. They are 0-2 under first-year head coach Brandon Artis. They lost week 1 at Mater Dei and then fell week 2 here at home against Boise. Last week's result 48-6. The Bulldogs beat the Bears, and Mike, these two teams so far heading in different paths, but tonight's a new night, and the Bears hoping to get back on track, and the Tigers hoping to keep rolling.
It all comes down to the players and looking at the starting lineups, Jevin. Central have a lot of underclassmen on both sides of the ball. In fact, they'll start 6 players both ways, while the Memorial Tigers and Coach John Hurley, he has only 2 seniors on the offense and 7 seniors on the defense. So they're a lot more veteran, and the nice thing about them, they do not have anyone who starts on both sides of the ball.
Let's look at our head coaches for tonight. For the Tigers, John Hurley in his 16th season. On the other sideline for Central, Brandon Artis trying to rebuild this program in his first year.
So looking at the coaches, John Hurley, as you said, in his 16th year for his alma mater. And then also Brandon Artis, he's a 2007 grad from Central. Memorial Tigers, they come in, Jevin, they're ranked 4th in the Indiana Football Coach Association poll and 5th in the AP.
Let's take a look at our player profiles for tonight. First for the Central Bears, we look at a sophomore, Devin Stewart, 6'1", 180 pounds. What can you tell us about Stewart?
Darian Stewart, he's a captain, a 3-year starter, and a leader on the offense and defensive line, and one of the more experienced players that they've got.
And also for the Bears, we look at Matthew Ferguson.
Yeah, he's a good wide receiver, good sophomore, one of the many good sophomores, 2-way starter, special teams. Coach Artis says he's their quarterback on defense. He makes sure all the other 10 guys are lined up. Good size, sees the field well, and an honor student.
And for the Tigers, we key on a couple of guys tonight. Ben Zemer on the defensive side, also Jeremiah McGuire, who can play on both sides.
Yeah, Jeremiah McGuire, he does a great job. 2-year starter on defense, but we'll also see him when they especially try to run wide. He uses great speed. Coach Hurley said most athletic player on the ball club. He's also a baseball player. Coach Rip Collins uses him as the designated runner, so good speed for him. Looking at Ben Zemer, one of those seniors, one of those guys that has kind of waited his turn. The senior starting at defensive end, just a team player all the way around. He's already got 10 tackles, one of 5 players in double figures after 2 games, a tackle for loss. He is also another sport player, lacrosse.
Much better weather-wise this week than a week ago. It was hot and steaming in Low Field, still on the warm side, but a bit more comfortable for week 3. The Bears looking for their first win. Tigers hoping to move to 3-0. When we come back, we'll take a look at tonight's starting lineups for both teams as you're watching Tigers football on IndianaSRN. Back here at Central Stadium with Mike Scavara, I'm Jevin Redmond. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. We'll start with the Central Bears. Again, they're off to 0-2 start. Losses at Mater Dei and home against Boise. And Mike, maybe a chance tonight for the Bears to filter in some younger guys and try to increase that experience.
Like we talked about, only 3 seniors on the starters on the offensive side, and 5 of the skill 6 positions play both ways. So that's going to be a tough act to have for Coach Artis. Defensively, they'll come up with a 5-2 defense. Coach Artis was an assistant coach over at North for 4 years, so Memorial will see that 5-2 front or 4-2 front 2 weeks in a row.
For the Tigers, trying to move to 3-0. They won 17-0 last week, 30-13 week 1 against Jasper. We look at their starting lineup on the offensive side.
Well, offensive line, they've done some great pass blocking. I'm sure Coach Hurley and his staff would like to get the run game going. They've had the passing game going, over 450 yards passing. The run game has not been where Coach Hurley and his staff would like to have it.
Well, and defensively, they are coming off a shutout last week against North. Only gave up 13 points week 1 against Jasper, so defense had some question marks before the season, but so far so good.
They've got guys step up. 4 or 5 guys have really played well. Jevin, they are 5th in 4A in giving up points, only 6.5 points a game.
All right, we'll step aside for tonight's national anthem, and when we come back, we'll talk some keys to the game for both sides as we are approaching kickoff, less than 10 minutes away here at Central High School. Thanks for being with us here on IndianaSRN.
That went a lot.
Darby here at Hyundai of Evansville. We love this community and we love these hot deals that we are offering. Like low prices on the new 23 Santa Fe's, now get an additional $2,500 rebate when you finance with Hyundai Motor Finance and get 3-year free maintenance and America's best warranty.
So if you're in the market for a new vehicle, stop in and let us show you some love.
Right here at Hyundai of Evansville, where credit is never a deal breaker.
Where nobody walks away because everybody saves.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because I can grow stronger on the field and in my faith. I believe in my teammates. I believe in my classmates. And through Christ, I believe I can accomplish anything.
Come live your faith at Wrights Memorial.
Approaching kickoff here at Central High School, we take a look at the all-time series history between the Bears and Tigers. They've had some good meetings over the last handful of years.
Certainly have, as these two teams have played each other every year, Jevin, since 1925. Memorial leads all-time series 63 to 40 to 2. And in fact, they played every year 6 different years. They played twice, mainly because of tournament play and World War II.
Okay, now we'll step aside for the national anthem here at Central High School. Gorgeous night for football. Week 3 kickoff is coming up right around the corner.
Hey folks, good to be with you for tonight's game. My name is Andy Simpson and I'm a licensed IHSAA football official, and welcome to Friday Night Football powered by IndianaSRN. On behalf of the 340 football officials, the IHSAA, the crew here at IndianaSRN, we hope you enjoyed tonight's game, and more important, don't forget to subscribe to the IndianaSRN YouTube page. As you're watching tonight's contest, I'm going to show you a few of our signals that will help you better understand the information we are trying to convey. Touchdown, safety, first down, holding or illegal use of hands, encroachment, or offsides commonly known, false start or illegal formation on the offense, or a free kick scrimmage violation, face mask, intentional grounding, roughing the passer, clipping, illegal shift, illegal motion, illegal block, pass interference by the offense or the defense, delay of game, and the one signal we dislike and you as fans don't like seeing, unsporting. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight and following us on IndianaSRN. You can also tune in to the Football Weekly Show and Coach's Show every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. on IndianaSRN.org. Finally, if you've ever thought about becoming an IHSAA official, www.ihsaa.org and click on the Officials tab or call the IHSAA office at 317-846-6601. Now, sit back and enjoy the game.
Bears and Tigers, Week 3 here on IndianaSRN. Huge thanks to Wrights Memorial High School for sponsoring tonight's game. Wrights Memorial High School providing an environment where God inspires. They educate and students thrive since 1925. Check their website out at wrightsmemorial.org for more information. Let's talk about the keys to the game tonight. For this Week 3 matchup, we start with the Central Bears. It'll be important for them, I think, to, on the offense side, sustain drives and try to keep that Tigers offense off the field.
Yeah, they've only had a couple of long touchdown plays and just not a lot of points, so they're going to be needing to get some offense going, and you never know with this early in the season, first-year coach, they might do some shuffling on their offensive side of the football and personnel-wise, both offensively and defensively.
And for the Tigers defensively, they've done a good job the first 2 weeks, but they will key in on trying to stop that spread offense.
The spread offense, you might see an empty backfield a lot here, and throwing the football a lot. One back, two back, both teams do that. So consistency on the defensive end for the Tigers is going to keep the defense will keep you in ball games.
And I think a third key that we can talk about, and it's come up big in parts of Week 1 and Week 2, is the special teams for the Tigers. You had a couple of big kickoff returns from Elstrom and also Baker. You had the fumble recovery in the kickoff, so special teams could be big again tonight.
Yeah, and we talked about possession as the field position. Matthew Fisher punted the ball 4 times last week. All 4 of them landed inside the 20. So the offense for the opponent had to go a long way to get a score.
Now, we were talking about the series history, and one nugget you brought up, 2018 was a banner year for both teams.
Yeah, both teams made it to the state finals in 2018. Troy Burgess, the only year that he actually coached at Central, they went 13-2. Their only loss was to Memorial, 47-27 during the regular season, and they played that epic state final, the longest state final in the 50 years of the IHSAA history, a 16-10 full overtime loss to Fort Wayne Dwenger, where the Memorial Tigers, they won their first 14 ball games of the year, going in as they lost in the title match in a tough one, 47-42, where they led late. So both teams were in the state finals. Both teams come away with victories, but those were some great seasons. And for Central and Memorial, that's only 5 years ago.
Right. Well, the Central Bears getting set to take the field. Tigers making their way on the field right now, which means we are just a few minutes away from kickoff, and we'll take one more break here on our pregame show. When we come back, kickoff is next. Tigers and Bears here on IndianaSRN.
The goal isn't graduation day. It's a better every day after. It's the first day in your new career, your first pay raise, the 5th day of that week-long vacation. It's the first paid holiday home with your family, or the day of your last car loan payment, much sooner than you thought. At Ivy Tech Community College, we don't just care about your degree, we care about your life. Let's get started at ivytech.edu.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Memorial.
Hey, thanks for being here. You're in great hands.
All right, time for football here in week 3. The Tigers across the way in their white tops and white pants. Bears home sideline. They got the brown tops and white pants. We're glad you're with us. Alongside Mike Scavara, I'm Jevin Redmond, and the Tigers trying to move to 3-0. And remember last year, Memorial was 0-2, just like Central was. These two teams met at in low field. Tigers struggled a bit in the first half, and then they made that quarterback change. Matthew Fisher came in, and that got their season on the right track.
Certainly is, as Memorial and Evansville Wrights, the only two teams 2-0 in the SIAC. Central, along with Harrison of Evansville, still needing to come away with their first win of the year, as Darian Stewart and Luke Johnson, the captains for the Central Bears, as Memorial will come out with the 4 captains, as the captains are Aiden Waller, along with Porter Road, along with Alex Broshears and Matthew Fisher. As the referees tonight don't have to be working in the heat, that's for sure.
It's a little better than last week, and certainly back to our normal 6:30 kickoff instead of the late 8 o'clock kickoff we had last week. But our white hat there at the 50-yard line is Dave Sinning, along with Tim Alcorn and David George, Nick Alcorn, and Chris Brunson, our officiating crew here tonight.
For Memorial Tigers, again, they're on the road for the first time, as they first two games on first.
So I'm turning up your mics to see if that makes a difference.
In the first half, first couple is the game as they go on the road. They're wearing their white, as Jevin talked about, and the brown and white for the Central Bears. I didn't see who won the toss.
Well, that makes 2 of us.
All right.
I guess we'll be surprised together.
Yeah, we'll watch out for the kickoff and return teams, and we'll see what colors they're wearing. We're so busy talking.
I forgot to mention, too, we were doing the starting lineups moments ago, which was brought to you by Rockabar. You can join Rockabar at their new location at the corner of Green River Road at 4600 Washington Avenue in Evansville, and it looks like I think the Tigers are going to be kicking off the way it looks, the way they're lining up. But
well, they only had to kick off once last week, or excuse me, their opponent only had to kick off North once last week, as Pate Barrett will come and kick off. He usually averages about 50 yards a kick, so that's the case. We'll look for the kick and return man for the Central Bears to maybe get it around the 10-yard line. Beautiful night. At least we don't have the sun in our eyes. The sun is setting in the west, the press box on the west side, as the Central Bears will come out on the field as they'll come up deep with Devin Stewart along with Elijah Pendleton, as we are about ready for week number 3 in the Southern Indiana Athletic Conference. Glad to have you around here on IndianaSRN as we are ready for high school football.
All right, Pate Barrett will kick it off right to left on your screen. And the white hat, Dave Sinning, gives us the cue to play. Barrett puts his left foot into it, and we are underway here in week 3. Good end-over-end kick. And it's going to skip out of bounds, though, inside the 5. So Pendleton let it go over his head and sail out of bounds, so the Bears will get fairly decent field position to start. And again, this Bears offense last week when they were here at home against Boise had just 6 points. They scored 12 points week 1 against Mater Dei.
When you kick it out of bounds, the penalty is not a yardage. Well, it is yardage. 5 yards from wherever you kicked it. So if you kicked it on the 20, it would be up on the 45. But since it's on the 40, the Central Bears will start 1st and 10 from their own 35.
Now the first couple of weeks, Nathaniel Cano was the starting quarterback, and it'll be Hunter Broshears here tonight as he takes the field, a 5'10 freshman, 170 pounds. So the first play of the night for the Bears will start from their own 35-yard line.
4 receivers out to the right.
First play of the night, freshman hands it off, and it's a fumble, scoop back up by Graham. He tried to take off running, and Graham is dumped for a loss of 3 yards. Javarius Graham, a 6'2 sophomore, 180 pounds, had some issues with that handoff exchange. And 13 for the Bears.
Same formation. Coach Artis will signal in the play from the sidelines.
Play clock down to 5 seconds as Broshears waits for the snap. He looks to throw, the freshman fires, and it's picked off. Flag flies on the interception, and waltzing into the end zone with an easy pick 6 is Alex Broshears, the Tigers linebacker, and that's how we get our scoring started tonight.
He picks it off at the 34-yard line, and it's 2 cousins on that play. Hunter Broshears, the quarterback, Alex Broshears on the interception, and we'll see what the flag is.
So the white hat signals ineligible man downfield for the Bears, so that play will stand. It's a pick 6 on the second play of the game. The freshman on his first pass went to the wrong team.
And tried the quick out and couldn't work. And just like that, the Tigers get on the board on defense.
So that means it'll be time for Pate Barrett to kick a PAT. He is 5 for 5 this year. The only miscue they've had on a PAT was because of a bad snap. Pate Barrett is in his sophomore season. Last year had a good freshman campaign. And not even 50 seconds gone. The Tigers on the board with the pick 6. Schultz will hold the snap, and Barrett's kick is good. It's the second interception from the Tigers defense this year. Alex Broshears with the house call after the interception. 7-0 Tigers, early first quarter.
Does your home's exterior need a makeover? Consider a new entry door from Lensing Building Specialties. Browse classic and modern door styles to boost your home's curb appeal. Explore our wide variety of beautiful and energy-efficient entry and patio doors. Don't worry about the work. Schedule an appointment for our skilled techs to install it for you. Get started at lensingbuildingspecialties.com and make your home feel new again.
A Rights Memorial education is now more affordable than ever. If you fit within certain income guidelines, you could receive over $6,000 of tuition assistance. Find out if you qualify for an Indiana School Choice Scholarship or other tuition assistance opportunities. Your child, your money, your choice. Visit wrightsmemorial.org for more information.
Tigers defense gets them on the board. The pick 6 from Broshears. And now Barrett will kick it off again with Stewart and Pendleton back deep to return around their own 20. Barrett's first kick went out of bounds in that area, and this time it'll be returned by Pendleton around the 5-yard line. He is sprinting near sideline of the 10. Tries to elude one man. He does. 15-yard line, 20. Elude the second guy and then gets crunched just past the 25-yard line. So pretty good return for Elijah Pendleton. And we'll see the Bears offense for the second time tonight.
Robert Campbell along with Dylan Kendrick roll him out of bounds. He muffed the ball at the 5 and then came around to the right side and then turned the corner and picked up good yardage, a return of 21 yards. So Central will start this time on their own 26.
By the way, our scoring recap for the Tigers, that pick 6 brought to you by Simplicity Furniture. They are located at 1309 North Green River Road in Evansville. Have fun shopping for furniture with the Coslets, Father Pat and sons Chase and Kelsey. So we'll see if the freshman quarterback Broshears can regroup after the interception. They run it on the first play. And it'll be a short gain for Killian Woolsey, who is a 6'1 senior. Last week had 3 rushes for 10 yards and had a touchdown. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a short gain.
Ben Zemer, one of our profile players, along with Alex Broshears on the stop. They'll give him a yard. Taking their time, not quite sure why. Well, they wanted to get a different football in.
They swap out footballs. They give him a yard on that first carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Last week against Boise, in their 48-6 loss, the Bears had just 6 first downs the whole night.
Nathaniel Kano started the first 2 games at quarterback. Now they got Hunter Broshears, the freshman quarterback. Maybe throw to pass.
High snap, and it is Broshears who just has to fall, and it goes off his fingertips back inside the 20-yard line. That's a big loss. It'll set up 3rd and long now for Central.
Now, hanging on to the football is not something that the Central Bears have been able to do here early on. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and long.
Be 3rd and 17 as the Bears try to get organized. They will go with a 4, make it 5 wide receiver set, empty backfield for the freshman quarterback Broshears, who has already thrown a pick 6 tonight. Play clock inside 5 seconds. Broshears checks that wristband. Now he has to take the snap, and they don't get it off in time as the flag flies for a delay game.
Yep, surveying the field. As if they come out with that same formation, do the Tigers rush 4, drop 7, or do they bring pressure? That's the question. We'll see if Ben Johnson winds up. This drive starting on the 26. It's already back down to the Central 14.
So 3rd and 22. They go same formation again. Trips far side, 2 wide receivers near side. Empty backfield for Hunter Broshears, a 5'10 freshman. Broshears 3-step drop, looking left. Now he's under pressure. Tigers rush 4. He throws, and it's nearly picked off again near sideline. They were trying to hook up over here with Nathaniel Kano, who was a starting quarterback the first 2 weeks.
Jake
batted away out of bounds. It's 4th down.
Jake Lively on the stop, on the back. So Central lost 3 yards on their first possession. They end up losing 12 here on the second, as we're going to have kicking it away for Central, Lane Gabbert, the senior.
Tigers send a couple of guys back. That is Elsperman. And now we have another delay game as the Bears having a hard time getting lined up. Again, this is a young roster, some guys that don't have a whole lot of varsity experience, a lot of high school experience. And
Gabbert averaging 32.5 yards a punt. So they'll step it off. 5 more.
I mentioned Elsperman back deep to return. Also, it is Schultz, both with good speed. Special teams have been good for the Tigers the first 2 weeks. End over and kick. Fair catch is called by Elsperman, who bobbles it and picks it back up at the 50-yard line, and that's where we'll see the Tigers offense for the first time tonight.
So a 36-yard return on the muff, lose a couple more, so Memorial, they'll officially give it to the Tigers here in this first quarter with 9:13 to go, up by 7. First time they have the football offensively. They'll start from their own, from the Central 49.
You can join the tradition of supporting Memorial Athletics with the revamped and revitalized Booster Club. Join them September 16th for their annual Steak Night event. Like them on Facebook for more information. So first offensive play of the night for the Tigers. Fisher hands it off to Porter who steps. Now he lowers his shoulder trying to get past the 45-yard line. And he carries several Bears tacklers to the 44, a gain of 5. And Mike, that's one thing the Tigers want to do better. That is run the football. Last week, Road had 13 rushes for 42 yards. But they're also facing good run defense the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, Darren Stewart along with Javarius Graham on the stop, but good pickup from the 49 to the 43.
So it's 2nd and 4. Just over 3 minutes gone. Tigers in front, 7-0. Fisher goes under center I formation. Fullback is Donovan Baker. They hand off to Rode, and he scoots off right tackle, lunging forward. He has I thought he's going to have the first down. The far official marks him just a bit short. Gain of about 4 for Rode. Will bring up 3rd and less than a yard.
Tigers trying to keep it on the ground. Again, he said try to improve that run game throughout the year, or this year so far.
Last week against North, they were huge up front, especially in that defensive line. The Tigers were able to win 17-0. They controlled time of possession in that game as well. They had almost 300 yards of total offense, most of which was through the air. And it looks like we have a timeout here early by the Tigers. Play clock was winding down. 8:02 to go first quarter. Tigers in front 7-0.
Yes. I can come back out. Porter Road actually played for Central as a sophomore. He rushed for 400.
Melk, located in Evansville, Indiana, provides mechanical, electrical, and plumbing solutions nationwide. We deliver quality service to the industrial, commercial, and healthcare industries. If you have a big project, we bring big solutions. That includes designing and installing green energy systems that benefit your business. Our in-depth knowledge and commitment to safety make us the perfect partner in MEP contracting. Contact us for an estimate on your next project. Melk, big projects, big solutions.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Memorial helps me find the right rhythm on stage and in my education. I believe in developing my craft.
I believe in building a community.
And now, I believe I can hit the right notes in all aspects of life.
Showcase your talents at Wrights Memorial.
Tigers had to use a timeout there. They had an injury. Center Brian Carr left the field, and on 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground. Porter Rowe gets the first down easily as he takes it inside the 35-yard line to the 33, game about 7, so Porter Rowe gaining some traction.
Porter Road played up in Indianapolis there his freshman year. His sophomore year, he was actually here at Evansville Central as he played 9 games, 101 carries for 401 yards and a couple of touchdowns, so Porter Road, here, one of these similarities, as we'll talk about as this game goes on, between Memorial and Central.
1st and 10, Fisher moving to his right, slings it to the middle of that defense. Wide open is Simon Schultz, and he has it inside the red zone to the 18-yard line. Easy pitch and catch for 15 yards and move the chains.
It was the intermediate receiver. The man short was covered. Simon Schultz comes up with the reception, another first down, as we're in the red zone.
Red zone brought to you by Peace of Mind. Tigers trying to go up 2 scores here early. They had a pick 6 on the first drive of the game from Alex Broshiers. Empty backfield, 5 wide, quick pass. Fisher has it batted down. Pulling that away was Kenyon Peoples, the junior defensive end.
Nice job there. Peoples timed his jump. Ball got knocked down. So the Tigers will go 2nd down now.
And again, they're inside the Peace of Mind red zone. Peace of Mind is an outpatient private practice helping individuals of all ages, couples, and families on their mental health journey. Check them out online to make an appointment at their new Evansville East Side location. 2nd and 10 from the Bears' 18-yard line. Tigers move Elsterman and Schultz to the near side. And on the snap, have some movement on Memorial.
They shifted a couple of receivers from the right to the left. They weren't set, and that'll cost Memorial 5.
So it's 2nd and 15. Backs them out of the red zone to the 23-yard line. Tigers last week, they weren't very clean in terms of penalties. They had 10 penalties for 65 yards. That was one negative from the game. On 2nd and 15, they fake it to Road. Fisher launches across the middle and right through the hands of Luke Elsterman, the junior. He doesn't drop too many passes like that. 9 times out of 10, he's hauling that one.
Well, he comes in with 260 yards, Jevin. He leads all receivers in Class 4A with those yardage, and he had 9 receptions. That was a career high. In fact, he set career highs yardage-wise these first 2 games, 125 the first game and then 135 the second.
All right, Central calls a timeout. We'll step away. Tigers still in front, 7-0.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Central just burned their first time out of the half. Tigers staring at a 3rd and 15 at their own, or at the Bears' 23-yard line. Memorial in front, 7-0.
Same formation, you might see the same play.
Elshman was wide open last play and just dropped the pass from Fisher. Screen pass coming back for it is Dockery. And he gets tattooed back behind the 25-yard line. Good defensive play.
We don't have a sponsored hit of the week, but I'm going to sponsor that one. Nathaniel Cano. He came in and said, Chad Dockery, you're not going to be able to move that ball once you catch it. And on the play, a loss of a couple.
Cano is 6'2", junior, 180 pounds. Good tackle by him. And so Tigers here in no man's land, 4th and 17, ball at the 25-yard line.
That's one of those defensively, they practiced that against all that week. So when they saw that, Cano was right there, Johnny, on the spot. Good defensive call there.
4th and long, Fisher, 5-step drop. He goes toward the end zone, and wide open is Luke Elsterman. 4th and 17, no problem. Touchdown, Tigers. 25-yard strike.
Good job, emptied the backfield, 25-yarder. Elsterman just floated to the open area in that secondary and came up with the catch as Elsterman on the season now in the receiving department. That's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Matthew Fisher's 5th TD toss, and Barrett trying to give him a 2-score lead.
I think Luke feels a bit better after that drop. Last week, Elsterman had 7 catches for well over 100 yards. Kick is good by Pate Barrett. 14-zip Tigers, middle of the first quarter.
That was 49 yards.
6 plays.
6 plays.
Since 1973, People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet has been operated by 3 generations of the Flitner family. From Stan Sr. to Stan Jr., and now Stan's daughter Susan and her husband Jacob. For the last 50 years, customer service and quality home furnishings has been their goal. Other furniture stores may come and go, but People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet will show you how easy it can get for the next 50 years.
People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet, how easy can it get? Evansville's original pizza since 1955? Why, it's Rock-A-Bar Pizza, of course. 17 incredible specialty pizzas. Mega Meat, Chicken Barbecue, Rocco Pesto, and Bacon Cheeseburger. Or how about Quesadilla, Chicken Bacon Ranch, Hawaiian Margarita around the world, and their breakfast pizza. Plus all your favorites. Oh yeah, don't forget about their signature salad. It's like none other. Dine in, carry out, or catered. Rediscover Evansville's original and still the best Rock-A-Bar Pizza.
14-0 Tigers, and the kickoff from Barrett goes into the end zone. The first touchback of the career for the sophomore Pate Barrett. We recap the scoring drive for the Tigers. 6 plays. They go 49 yards, 2 minutes and 42 seconds. It was a 25-yard touchdown pass from Fisher to Elshman on 4th and 17.
As we talked about at the beginning of the broadcast, Central just needs to find something to do offensively. No first downs, and got them unofficially minus 15 yards of offense here midway through this first quarter.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Bears from their own 20-yard line. This is their 3rd drive of the night. They've thrown a pick 6, and they've had a punt the other time. This is a handoff. And getting back to the line of scrimmage is Jaden Clark on the carry.
Nice stop, nice flow by the Tigers defense. Coming up was Tanner Grease along with Ben Zemer. No gain.
They load up the far side with trips over there. Single wide receiver near side is Clark. Halfway through this first quarter, already 14-0 Tigers. Brochet's waiting for the snap, calls for it, and he flings it near sideline quickly, and trying to come back for it was Jaden Clark. There was a couple of white jerseys around him. It's an incomplete pass, and it's 3rd down.
Joseph Hinkey had him one-on-one. Brochet's Alex, the middle linebacker, was also dropping back. So a couple of plays, no yards. Central Bears find themselves 3rd and long. Not a play situation where you want to be in no matter where you're at.
Brochet's yet to complete a pass. Tanner Grease got a bit too giddy there on the outside, jumping off sides. Will set up a 3rd and 5 now for Central.
Make it 3rd down and 5 for the Bears.
This entire ball game so far has been played in the Central Bears side of the field.
Good thing we're sitting on that side, right?
What's that?
Good thing we're sitting on that
That's
side,
right, yeah, and right in front of us. Did you plan it that way?
Absolutely. I'll take credit for it.
Sure, why not?
If it was the other way, I would have blamed you.
I'll take it, too. I get blamed a lot.
3rd and 5.
Comes the blitz.
Quick pass goes to the far side. It is caught by Kano. Kano, good speed, has the first down, and he's wrestled out of bounds past the 35-yard line. That goes for 11 yards, and the first Central first down.
Nice job that time by Kano. He kind of slowed release on the route, as Central now will go up-tempo, no-huddle offense. Picks up the first down. Jeremiah McGuire rolled him out of bounds.
Tigers defense gets set. That was the first completion of the night for the freshman, Hunter Brochet's, who looks to throw again. Pump fakes, heaves at far sideline, trying to thread the knee. Does not work out. There is Joseph Hickey again, the junior, who disrupted that pass.
2nd down and 10 for the Bears.
Good job by the offensive line, giving Brochet's time to throw. Just couldn't connect. Again, Coach Artis calling in the plays. They don't even have to huddle.
So 2nd and 10 for Central. They go 4 wide receivers set once again.
Plenty of time on the play clock.
Woolsey is the running back to the left hip of Brochet's. Play clock still at 10 seconds. Coach Artis in his first year, taking those signals here on the near sideline.
Pressure.
And they run it with Woolsey right up the gut. Nothing is there. He gets out of a tackle, though, tries to stretch it to the far side, and then he's punished by several Tigers defensive players. He'll end up losing a couple of yards.
Leading the tackling for the Tigers was Jake Lively up from the secondary. Again, the initial hit couldn't bring him down, but Lively gets the tackle for loss.
They go quickly again here, 3rd and 13. Coming up on 5 minutes to go, first quarter. Still 14-0 Tigers. Looking to pass, under pressure, surrounded by white jerseys, gets rid of it across the middle, juggling act, and it winds up in the lap of Sam Nichols. Running near sideline 35-30, and Nichols is brought down from behind. And the Tigers offense is set up in business. It's actually 47 instead of 17, so that is Bryant Mitchell, my apologies.
Mitchell Bryant, yes.
That was a juggling act.
Yeah, tip ball drill as Bryant comes up with it at the 41, returns it down 12 yards to the 29. So second interception of this first quarter by the Central Bears gives the ball back to the Memorial offense deep in Central territory.
So Mitchell Bryant takes it to the 29-yard line. It's the second INT for the Tigers defense tonight. They had just one through the first 2 weeks.
Slowly.
First drive went 6 plays, 49 yards. And motion Elsterman, left to right, he has it. Running 25-yard line, good speed 20-yard line. Elsterman 15, 10-5, goodbye, one play, touchdown Tigers.
Nice job, good protection. Elsterman runs the good route, the deep out. And just like that, the Tigers.
So jet sweep touchdown, 29 yards for Elsterman.
Yeah, that's actually what it is. It's a pass
Right.
because they bring him in motion. Fisher throws it forward because if he drops it, it's an incomplete pass. So that counts as a pass as Elsterman and Fisher have connected twice here in this first quarter.
So Pate Baird on for another PAT, bit of a high snap. Schultz gets it down, and the kick is good. 21-0 Tigers. Still over 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter from Central High School.
Support the local economy and save more when you shop at the Pet Food Center. We have over 6,000 pet-related items for dogs, cats, birds, fish, reptiles, turtles, rabbits, hamsters, gerbils, and more. Anything you want for your pet, we've got it. Includes full lines of the best pet food, birdseed, a full line of heated pet products, pet clothing, toys, and more. Walk in, curbside pickup, shop online, and free local delivery.
Anything you want for your pet, we've got it. The Pet Food Center.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because our academics prepare students to succeed in college and in life. I believe in educating our students to their highest potential. I believe in creating a welcoming, faith-based learning environment. And I believe a memorial education is the foundation for a bright future.
Explore the endless possibilities at Wrights Memorial.
Now for the Tigers.
Elijah Pendleton with the kickoff return. He had some problems with it as he fumbled it around the 5-yard line. Eventually made it just past the 5-yard line, so a short kickoff return from Pendleton.
Quentin Merkel in on special teams as Central deeper in their own territory now on their own 6.
We recap the scoring drive for the Tigers. It was a simple drive. To Simplicity Furniture, just one play. The jet sweep goes down a touchdown pass, 29 yards. Fisher to Elsterman makes it 21-0 Memorial. Roziers on 1st and 10 gives it off to Javarius Graham. Nowhere to go there as Graham loses a yard back to the 4.
Brought down for the Tigers by number 55, Brian Morphew.
Brian Morphew made the tackle there. So it's 2nd and 11 coming up on 4 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Already 21-0 Memorial. Roziers has completed just one pass so far in his first start as a freshman. He is standing his own end zone with Graham to his right hip. Roziers launches one near side, nobody home.
Roziers fastball is incomplete. Coming from number 3, J.J. Clark. We're at 3rd down and 12 for the Bears.
So it's 3rd and long.
We talked about Central just needs to find some offense. They do have picked up one first down.
For wide receiver set, Graham again, the running back. We saw the Bears complete one third down conversion, a quick pass from Broshears to Kano on that last drive. They're going to run it here right up the gut, and some room to work with. That's Graham blasting his way forward. He gets to the 19-yard line. That's a gain of 15, and they'll move the chains.
Good acceleration off between the tackles. Nichols brings him down, and a first down via the run.
The Bears, as we saw last drive, going quickly after the first down. The same formation again. We'll see if they call Graham's number after that big carry. They throw it here near side. It's another interception. Tigers defense is gobbling up passes near sideline 10 to the 5 and edged out of bounds just shy of the goal line. It is J.J. Lowry with the INT.
That's his second of the year. He gets it on the Central 46, and he rumbles down the Central sidelines all the way down to the 2-yard line. 3 picks here in this first quarter by the Memorial defense. And you said what? They had what, 1 or 2 coming in?
They had just one for the first 2 weeks, but their third interception. And the Tigers offense will have first and goal from the 2. Well, they haven't been shy with throwing with the freshman quarterback. This hasn't worked out yet. It's worked out for the Tigers. This whole first quarter has still been played on our side of the field. So on the acute Lona Landscape scoreboard, 21-0 Tigers, just over 3 minutes to go. Offense back on the field.
They'll bring in Donovan Baker, the fullback. Porter Road on the top of the eye. Porter Road off the right side. Nowhere to go.
He got stacked up there as he was greeted by the front four for the Central Bears. Parker Payne was one of those guys who got to him first. And I think Road lost a yard.
Tigers trying to run it in. Trying to get their 4th score of this first quarter.
Now, Road was looking for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season. He's got 2 receiving grabs for a score. There's a single back here as Fisher goes under center on 2nd and goal. They pitch to the Road. He has some blockers out that way. Cuts it back inside. Slams at the goal line. And there is Porter Road's 2nd rushing touchdown of the season. And the Tigers routing the Bears here in the first quarter. It's now 27-0.
They pitch him out to the right side, and then he met Darian Stewart right at the goal line or just outside and muscled his way in. And the Tigers gets their 4th touchdown of this first quarter.
Well, Pate Barrett has been busy. Lots of kickoffs, PATs in this opening quarter. This to make it 28-0, which he does right through the middle. Tigers defense into the offense. 28-0 Tigers here late first quarter.
A school that can get you in the career that is right for you. Ivy Tech Community College has over 70 career-focused programs to get you into the job that you want. Ivy Tech offers programs in the latest technologies such as robotics and cybersecurity. Demand for nurses has never been higher. In fact, more nurses have graduated from Ivy Tech than any other college. Take the first step with an affordable education at Ivy Tech Community College. Go to ivytech.edu for more information and to apply now.
For 95 years, Zimmer Funeral Home has been committed to providing peace of mind at a difficult time. Our family has proudly served the Evansville community since 1927. As we enter into our 4th generation era, our professional and caring staff works hard creating meaningful ceremonies to meet the special needs of each family. We are proud to celebrate 95 years of business in the Tri-State. Zimmer Funeral Home is honored to help comfort families during their time of need. Thank you for trusting our family with your family.
It's 28-0 Tigers on the ensuing kickoff. Here is Jaden Clark on the return. Clark swerving near side to the 20. Stays on his feet, tightropes the sideline. Good return past the 35-yard line.
Good job that time on the return. As he gets it on the 3-yard line and made the corner, made a couple white shirts miss, and finally gets rolled out of bounds. They'll mark it at the Central 35.
That last scoring drive for the Tigers was 2 plays, 3 yards, 42 seconds. Porter Road with a rushing touchdown. his second rushing score of the season. Well, Hunter Broshier so far in his first start as a freshman, 3 picks. 4 wide receivers set. They're going to run it right up the middle. And getting on a tackle is Graham. And Graham dives for the 37-yard. Looks like a no gain, but he's able to get 2, so positive yards for Graham.
Ben Ziemer had him for a tackle for loss and spun around on the tackle, and he was able to get a couple.
Central tries to get organized. Devin Stewart sprinting to the far side. They got trips over there here on 2nd and 8. Usually hustle up the line of scrimmage. Now they get the call in for the near sideline. 15 Graham over to the left side. And they will run it again with Graham. And he is met behind the line of scrimmage. Alex Broshiers, who came into week 3 first in tackles on this Tigers defense, stuffs him for a loss.
Yeah, -1 on that one.
Graham, who had back-to-back carries, now comes out of the game for Central. 3rd and 9 from their own 36-yard line, approaching the end of this first quarter. All Tigers 28-0. Empty backfield for Broshiers.
Coach Artis said, let's take that play clock down as many seconds as we can.
Broshiers to throw. Tigers rush 4, elude some pressure, heaves it across the middle, and it's dropped. Would have had the first down. As unable to haul that in for Central was Elijah Pendleton. I'll tell you what, good play there by Broshiers, the freshman, under some pressure, threw a good ball, but just couldn't hold it in.
Jake Lively was right there and had him, and he would have been down, and it would have been close to a first down, but Central will have to punt it away. This is going to be their second punt, as Gabbard had a 40-yarder his first time. We could see the first time the game's going to be played in Memorial territory.
There is the kick to Elshman. He calls for a fair catch and hauls it in at the 33-yard line. So we'll keep it here with 57 seconds left in the quarter. 28-0 Tigers, and Carresso Landscaping, serving Evansville and Newburgh for over 20 years for all your landscaping installation and maintenance. If you are not satisfied with your lawn or landscaping, contact Carresso at 812-853-7606, or you can go online, carresso.com.
31-yard punt, no return, fair catch, as the Tigers, this last minute of play, will start on their side of the field at the Tigers 33.
Tigers have ran 9 offensive plays here in the first quarter, and they lead 28-0. Here is a handoff to Porter Road. He got the first down, but it's going to come back because there was a flag on the near sideline. The Tigers moved early. Not sure why they didn't kill the play. There was an obvious false start, so it'll back it up 1st and 15. One of the wide receivers jumped early. So erase that gain for Porter Road.
Wipes out a good run of about 17 yards. Third penalty, a 5-yard variety for 15 yards. Central's got a couple of delay penalties for 10 yards. So march them back 5.
We got first down and 15 for Memorial.
So 1st and 15 now. We'll wind that clock with 45 seconds to go here in the quarter. For wide receiver look, there goes Elshman in motion. They fake it to him and give it to Porter Rowe. Has a blocker out in front, and he skips to the 40-yard line, does Rowe, to pick up a 12, which will set up a 2nd and short.
We got 2nd down and 3 for the Tigers.
That will be the final play of the first quarter if the Tigers want it to be.
Coach Hurley's not moving. I think it'll be 28-0 in the first 12 minutes.
The chains ends of the fields, and when we come back, the Tigers will have a 2nd and 3 from their own 40. After one quarter, Tigers in front, 28-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we go into the break between the first and second.
A licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 21 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN.
Same play the other way.
Matthew Fisher's pass is complete to number 18, Dylan Kendrick. He was brought down
back here at Central Stadium, 28-0 Tigers here early second quarter on this drive. The Tigers just kind of inching their way closer. It's 3 straight plays in which they've gone to Dylan Kendrick, who we haven't seen yet this year. He's a sophomore, so he's seen some action here.
Yeah, he lines up in a slot, and Matthew just throws it out to him and lets him run. Kendrick with good speed. He's run the same play 3 straight times. Will they do it 4? No.
They get to roll. They look here near side. They have all kinds of separation, and it is caught here inside the 10-yard line. They let him go to Luke Dockery, the sophomore, his first catch of the night. Making a second catch, and the Tigers have first and goal at the 9, yes.
26-yard hookup. That time they fake it out to Kendrick on the swing pass. Dockery goes deep and gets it in the red zone.
This will be play number 6 of this drive, which matches the longest drive in terms of plays of the night.
Think Porter Road will get the ball here?
He had the rushing touchdown last drive. They pitch it to Road. Head of steam. He's at the 5. He got a block. He finds the end zone, however. Flag flies from the back, and that might be coming back.
Simple toss out there. Got a block from Kendrick, who's been busy on this drive.
So it is a hold against the Tigers.
Holding against the Tigers.
So that'll wipe out 6 points and march them back 10 yards to the 19.
So far, the scoring tonight for the Tigers was a pick 6, 34 yards from Alex Broshears. 25-yard touchdown pass to Elsterman. Then the jet sweep to Elsterman, which was a touchdown pass, 29 yards. And Porter Road had a 3-yard rushing touchdown. That was late in the first quarter as the Tigers trying to go up 5 scores here.
Well, they move it to the 18.
So first down and goal for the Tigers.
Pass goes across the middle, and it's caught by Elsterman for a touchdown.
Slant pass. Elsterman flanked out wide left. Just an easy pitch and catch. You do that in practice a lot. And that's the 3rd touchdown pass for Matthew Fisher. And that ties his career record. He had 3 against Boston last year as Pete Barrett will try to add the 35th point. It's up and good. So the Tigers get on the board again offensively. Another pass. So they've done 3 passing, 1 rushing, and 1 defensive interception play.
The results in superior customer satisfaction and functional outcomes.
All right, well, thanks, Mike Scavara. We go take a break here, early second quarter. It's 35-0 Tigers as they have now scored on every single one of their drives.
Pest control. You can count on Swap Test State certified technicians to eliminate your pest problem in the least amount of time possible and at the most affordable price. In the lead environmental
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline,
It's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot? It's not a game.
Running the kick for the Bears, number 3, J.J. Clark, and he was brought down by...
So Ellsperman with an 18-yard touchdown catch caps off a drive for the Tigers, 7 plays. 67 yards. It took a minute and 36 seconds. It's 35-0 Memorial here early second quarter. That 7-play drive was the longest in terms of plays for the Tigers tonight.
And it still only took a minute 36.
Yep.
Tigers had the ball 4 minutes and 30 seconds in that first quarter to Central's 7:30. But Memorial has all the points and all the offense. Central does have 2 first downs.
Let's see Dylan Kendrick on that last drive. He was able to get some work in for the first time on the offensive side this year. Back to work, the Bears offense. Here's a quick pass to Kano, and Kano got undercut there on the far side after a short completion.
For the Tigers.
And I think the guy that made the tackle might be a little woozy.
That was
J.J. Lauer.
27, J.J. Lauer, the sophomore. Had a couple of tackles tonight. He exits on that far sideline, so the official comes in and halts play for a second. Seen Kano with a couple of grabs tonight. Again, he was the Bears starting quarterback the first 2 weeks. He's a 6'2 junior. They've gone with Hunter Broshears tonight. The freshman quarterback has thrown 3 INTs so far, one of which was a pick 6 on his first pass of the night.
No gain, 2nd and 10. Let's see what the referee's discussion is. Oh, they needed to get the 5th official in his position.
So he's back ready to go. It'll be a 2nd down and 10 from the Bears' 18-yard line. And for those maybe wondering about the mercy rule, considering it's 35-0, that is the mercy rule, but it has to be in the second half. So clock will stop like normal here in half number 1. And there's a good tackle by Donovan Baker. He flew in, and a loss of a couple there as Graham got the call.
Good job by Baker coming up with the stop. Is Donovan on the year. He's kind of specialized in those tackles for losses. That's his 4th of the year so far.
It's 3rd and 11 from their own 17-yard line. Broshear's looking to throw here. He comes near side, and it is caught by Ferguson. Ferguson tries to turn up middle of the field, but he is tackled well short of the first down. It's a gain of about 6 or 7. 4th down for Central.
Nichols and Alex Broshears on the stop. Bring up a 4th down. Down 35, why not go for it?
Trips to the near side. Quick pass, too high for Peoples. They set up a quick screen pass, had a couple of blockers there. But it is a turnover on downs, and the Tigers will get it at the 23-yard line in business once again.
Comes with 8:54 to go. Memorial, as you said, have scored on all 4 of their offensive possessions.
If you need a new front door, Lensing Building Specialties sells and installs a wide variety of exterior doors. Learn more at lensingbuildingspecialties.com. Thanks to Lensing Building Specialties, they are a sponsor of Tigers football. Timeout called by Central, all Tigers.
Fans, the Indiana High School Athletic Association is seeking officials for all sports. Get back in the game, earn some extra money, and make a positive impact on the lives of our youth through sport. If you or someone you know
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
So a turnover on downs, and the Tigers will get it at the 23-yard line of Central. The Bears has called their second time out of the half. So we saw the Tigers work in Dylan Kendrick last drive. We'll see if they start to get some other guys some experience here.
Landon Horning fakes the ball. Fisher keeps
it himself. He runs right up the middle. Nobody will even come close to taking him down. It is a 23-yard rushing touchdown for Matthew Fisher. That is his first rushing touchdown of the season, and it is 41-0. Another one-play drive.
Yeah, they fake it to Horning. Fisher. Horning going from left to right, and then Fisher over the left side, and cuts back about the 10, 15-yard line and waltzes in.
About to say nobody's going to touch him, but they did touch him right around the 1-yard line. Didn't matter, though. It was about as easy as it gets. Peyton Barrett, he's been perfect tonight, and he is still perfect. He's had quite a bit of work here in the first about 15 minutes of this game. 8:46 to go, second quarter. It's the Tigers 42, Bears nothing.
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
It is 42-0 Memorial, still early second quarter. Tigers defense just stopped Central on downs. Got the ball to the 23-yard line. Fisher sold the handoff very well and then rushed for a 23-yard score. Barrett with the kickoff. We return from the 5. And for Central, this is Devin Stewart. Stewart breaks a tackle, 25-30. He has some running room, 40. And he is clocked just shy of the 50-yard line. Tell you what, that's been the most exciting point of the night so far. Has been the Central special teams. They've had a couple of good returns.
Connor O'Donohue and Barrett were the last of the line. In fact, that kick return out to the 50-yard line gives Central their best field position of the game. And one more yard, they'll get into Tiger territory for the first time.
The drive starts right at the 50-yard line. Trips wide receivers far side. They hand it off, and the Bears do get into Tigers territory for the first time tonight. 2-yard scamper outside left hash mark. Alex Broshears on the tackle, as he is often, along with Merrimee. That was Javarius Graham on the carry.
The Memorial scores, we recapped the first defensive play. Alex Broshears ran an interception back 34 yards. And then the Tigers have scored 5 straight times, 3 touchdown passes from Fisher to Luke Elsperman. Matthew does. Also runs one in and along with Porter Road.
So it is second down and 8 now. Back-to-back running plays. And this one goes for a loss of a yard as Lance Go carries that one.
Knocking him in the backfield was Brian Morphew.
So it's 3rd and 8. They want to throw here near side. It's incomplete as Broshears was looking over here from Kenyon Peoples. 4th and 8. Well, again, they went for it at their own 23-yard line, so no doubt what they're going to do here down 42-0.
Yeah, Brandon Artist, again, a Central grad, 2007. Played last year for Mike Owen. I guess they will punt it away. And he's playing out here, and
timeout Central.
Got a timeout by Central.
All right, so we'll take one with them. 7:12 to go here in the first half. 42-0 Tigers.
Darby here at Hyundai of Evansville. We love this community and we love these hot deals that we are offering. Like low prices on the new 23 Santa Fe's, now get an additional $2,500 rebate when you finance with Hyundai Motor Finance and get 3-year free maintenance and America's best warranty.
So if you're in the market for a new vehicle, stop in and let us show you some love.
Right here at Hyundai of Evansville, where credit is never a deal breaker.
Where nobody walks away because everybody saves.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because I can grow stronger on the field and in my faith. I believe in my teammates. I believe in my classmates. And through Christ, I believe I can accomplish anything.
Come live your faith at Wrights Memorial.
Well, it looks like Central is going to punt on 4th and 8. They call a timeout. It is their final timeout of the half. And if they change their mind, they will go for it here. So I was going to be surprised if they punted from the 48-yard line after going for it on their own 23. 4 wide receivers set. They get Pendleton now set there on the far side. Broshears on 4th down, heaves it, and it's picked off for the 4th time tonight. Sam Nichols, the linebacker, gallops out of bounds.
Picks it off at the 50. That's just that quick out looking for a first down as Nichols goes up high, picks it off, and runs it back from the Memorial 45 as they'll mark it at the Central 45.
Last week, Sam Nichols was playing well at the linebacker spot. He had 6 tackles, which was the second most in the Tigers' defense. Gets his first interception of the season. Still 7:05 to go here in the half. This drive starts from the Central 45-yard line. Looks like a new running back lining up. That is Landon Horning. And Horning gets it on first down, right up the middle of the 30. Horning with some space. He's tripped up shy of the 25-yard line. Pickup of about 20 for Horning. Also a new quarterback in there. Will Petke takes over.
Javarius Graham.
First down and 10 from Memorial.
Tackle. He doesn't make it. Horning could get 6. Goes from the 45 inside the 30. He'll mark it at the 27. Big pickup there.
We'll start to get our roster card out now as some substitutions in on the Tigers side already here in the second quarter. Now Horning with that last carry, a 5'7" junior, 170 pounds. He lines up to the right of Will Petke, who is the senior backup quarterback. Here is a jet sweep play, 25-yard line to the 20, and that is Quinn McCool. And he takes it inside the red zone down to the 18-yard line, pickup of about 9 on that jet sweep. We have some scores from the SIAC. Castle leads Boise 7-6. North on top of Harrison 16-6. Wright's blanking Jasper right now 17-0. And Vincennes Lincoln leading Mater Dei 21-0. And Mater Dei will be Memorial's opponent next week at home at Inlow Field.
They got some backup skill folks, but the same starting offensive line.
Our SIAC scoreboard brought to you by Kipley's. So Petke on first down, shovels it out to Horning. Horning looking for some space, has it inside the 10. And he has ramrodded out of bounds around the 5-yard line. First to goal for the Tigers.
Nothing fancy there, just toss it out to Landon, and Landon gets to the outside. The junior picks up another first down. I have the Tigers unofficially 11 first downs to 2 for Central.
Mention our scoreboard brought to you by Kipley's, located in Evansville on the corner of the Lloyd Expressway and Bakey Avenue. Join them before or after the game for great food and fun. First and goal from the 5. Tigers trying to get organized here. Horning back there again with Petke. He's had a couple good runs on this drive. They go back to Horning. Right up the guts and to the 1. Gain of 4.
Carrying the ball for the Tigers, number 28.
Horning off the right side this time. Good stop in there. As on the stop was Lance Gall. That'll bring up 1 yard from pay dirt.
So you have to go right back to Horning. He's done most of the work on this drive. We'll see if he gets rewarded with a touchdown. There he is. Got a block. And he gets rewarded. Touchdown. Tigers, 1 yard out. Landon Horning. The 5-play drive.
Yeah, that goes for 45 yards.
So it's 48-0 Memorial. 4:49 to go here in the first half. Mike, I understand at halftime, well, you'll be talking to Tucker Smith some. Who else we got during halftime?
We got Joe Cook. He's from St. Vincent de Paul, and he is going to be talking about the Hunger Bowl, the Knights of Columbus Councils. This 6th annual one that they're going to have here in the Hunger Bowl, the traditional game between Mater Dei and Memorial that will be played at Enlow Field next Friday night. It's a fundraiser, and they have raised a lot of money over these first 5 years, and they're looking to raise a lot more for all the things that the St. Vincent de Paul Society does here in Evansville, and all the Knights of Columbus councils in the Evansville area all work through it, as Tucker Smith will get a great opportunity to talk to him.
Yeah, Tigers will be home next week, as Mike mentioned, against Mater Dei. Then home week 5 against Harrison, and they will technically be home week 6 at the road game against Bossy, but it'll be at Enlow Field. On our Acute Lawn and Landscape scoreboard, it is 49-0 at Tigers. Acute Lawn and Landscape will help with the design and installation of your landscaping project. Need help removing those annoying fall leaves? They also offer leaf cleanup. Call 812-455-7400 or search Acute Lawn and Landscape on Facebook. Your yard can look sharp with Acute Lawn and Landscape. Now, Pate Barrett might have a tired leg. He has been kicking quite a bit tonight. This is a shorter kick. Bounces at the 20-yard line on the far side. Scooped up by Jade Clark, who had a good return earlier in the half, and Clark takes it to the 23-yard line.
Well, the Central Bears, we talked about at the Open, needed to get some offense going, and unfortunately for Coach Artis' ball club, they have not been able to do that. As I've got them unofficially in the ball game with 15 yards of total offense. And the Tigers have had short scoring drives, so they've got a lot of points, but not a lot of yards. We'll get some of those stats from Sam Mattingly and Larry Mattingly and the two Killebrew boys as they run the stats for the Memorial Tigers. As the Tigers back on defense, Central back on offense from their own 23.
They go with an empty backfield for Hunter Broshears, who's thrown 4 interceptions here in the first half. His pass is caught at the 25-yard line. Quick move by Jade Clark, and then Clark is taken down at the 30. So that's a pitch and catch of 7 yards.
Good pursue that time. Alex Broshears, he's just a junior. He was Indiana Football Coach Association junior all-state team, and the field is 53 yards wide, and he covers every one of them.
Same look here, 5 wide. See if they try to get the ball out quicker with Broshears to give him some confidence. Again, making his first start of his high school career tonight. Tough task going against the Tigers defense. There is another quick pitch and catch. It is caught by Clark. And Clark motors up the far sideline. They got to the 41, so that goes for 11 yards and a Bears first down.
Broshears also on the stop, but they'll move the sticks.
Tigers defensively with a few more subs in as well. We saw that on the offensive side, as looks like Matthew Fisher's night's over. Well, from the 41-yard line. Now 3 straight plays with the same formation. Roziers under pressure, just launches it over here, and it is caught. No, they're going to say incomplete. The ball hit the turf. Kenyon Peoples almost rescued that in. He was under some pressure on the coverage from the Tigers. That was Desmond Johnson at second down.
Well, Memorial Tigers defense has played well these first 2 games, giving up, as Jevin said in the open, only 13 yards, or 13 points in those first 2 games.
.334 to go here before halftime. Tigers have scored every time they've had it tonight. On 2nd and 10, there is the grab, eluding some tacklers is Jaden Clark, and he takes it into Tigers territory to the 43-yard line. So Clark having a good drive here.
Well, Clark coming in, the senior, 6 catches, 154 yards. He had 4 catches for 148 yards and 2 scores against Mater Dei. So he by far is their top receiver, and Hunter Brochure's finding him as Central now their deepest penetration of the ball game at the Memorial 43.
Brochure's to throw again. This is across the middle, and it's broken up by Alex Brochure's. He got his left hand in there and wrenched the ball free as they were trying to hook up with Matthew Ferguson. Good play by Alex Brochure's.
Again, as we talked about, they're cousins.
Now the first pass of the night, Hunter Brochure's was picked off by Alex. It was a pick 6, 50 seconds into the game.
What do you think that next family reunion is going to be topic of discussion?
Be a one-sided conversation. Fake the handoff. Pass is caught here by Kano. Kano to the 40-yard line. And he gets out of several tackles before he is twisted down to the 37. It's a gain of 7. Sets up a manageable 3rd down. This is the first drive that we've seen gain some traction for Central.
Jake Brackett knocks him down. It's that no huddle, quick passes. Really, it's almost like long handoffs.
Yep.
Jevin. They've not had success running between the tackles.
Javarius Graham is a running back. We'll see if they try to run it here with him on 3rd down. But mostly through the air on this drive, they do. Graham motors right through the box. He is stacked up at the first down marker, and he has enough for the first down. He got to the 32. It's a pickup of 5. Move the chains, coming up on 2.5 here in the second quarter.
This drive started on the Central 23-yard line, so they have moved the ball deep into Tiger territory on this possession.
This next play will be number 7 of the drive for Central. Bears out of timeouts, but they still have a decent amount of time left here, just over 2 minutes. They go to Graham once again. Graham keeps those feet moving, refusing to go down. It's going to take nearly the entire Tigers defense to take him to the turf at the 28-yard line. Aggressive running goes for 4 for Javarius Graham.
Well, take your pick on the bottom of the pile, losing his helmet for Memorial was Landon Merrimee. Give him about 5. Still got that starting front 4 defensive line for the Tigers in there.
On 2nd and 6, Brochure's back to the air. Across the middle, and it is picked off for the 5th time tonight by the Tigers defense, and coming up with that interception is Carson Anslinger.
The senior comes up with the 5th pick as Hunter Brochure's, he'll have better days, but they'll have to be better than today, as I'm not so sure I've seen that many picks in a first half.
Oh, you have now.
Yep.
So Tiger will take over from their own 20. Again, we saw Will Petke, the backup quarterback, in last drive. And He's back out there again with 132. Wouldn't think the Tigers would do much here, up 49-0. So that halts a lengthy drive by Central. 8 plays, their longest of the night, but a result in an INT. Petke, the quarterback, is going to take off running. He is at the 25-yard line, 30. Petke, far sideline, 40, cuts it back inside. He got all the way to the midfield stripe with a simple quarterback run. That goes for 30 for Will Petke.
I think that might be the longest run of the year so far, the Tigers. It's nothing fancy there. Keep the ball, roll out left side, and Petke earlier this year had a long run of 11 yards. And it's just like that into Central territory.
So Petke, after the long run, lines up with Horning to his right hip. Horning had a 1-yard touchdown run the last play. Here is Desmond Johnson with blazing speed of the 40. Johnson, 35-yard line, 30. And he is corkscrewed out of bounds at the 25. Back-to-back long plays for the Tigers. That goes for about 24, 25 yards.
Well, they were 80 yards away a couple plays ago. Now they're just 25. Johnson showing good speed. Johnson on the track team that Brandon Artist used to coach at Memorial last 3 years, he was one of their top sprinters, showing their why.
They go to Horning up the middle. Makes one move to the 20, Horning to the 10. Can he stay in bounds? No, he is angled out of bounds. He got down to the 3, though. That is a 23-yard carry. And it's first and goal for the Tigers. They are back inside the Peace of Mind red zone with 42 seconds left.
Nothing fancy there. Horning on the left side, runs to in the formation, runs to the right. Great acceleration, gets outside.
So this will be the 4th play of the drive, all on the ground. Big chunks of yards.
And Coach Hurley's going to take a knee.
So Petke takes a knee, and that will take us to halftime. Well, Central unable to stop the Tigers the entire first half. Memorial scored on every drive except for this one, where they take a quarterback knee to run out the rest of this first half. And our halftime show is coming up next. We'll have a couple of interviews for you. All Tigers here in week 3. It is 49-0.
Since 1973, People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet has been operated by 3 generations of the Flitner family. From Stan Sr. to Stan Jr., and now Stan's daughter Susan and her husband Jacob. For the last 50 years, customer service and quality home furnishings has been their goal. Other furniture stores may come and go, but People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet will show you how easy it can get for the next 50 years.
People's Furniture and Mattress Outlets, how easy can it get?
Evansville's original pizza since 1955? Why, it's Rocca Bar Pizza, of course. 17 incredible specialty pizzas. Mega Meat, Chicken Barbecue, Rocco Pesto, and Bacon Cheeseburger. Or how about Quesadilla, Chicken Bacon Ranch, Hawaiian Margarita around the world, and their breakfast pizza. Plus all your favorites. Oh yeah, don't forget about their signature salad. It's like none other. Dine in, carry out, or catered. Rediscover Evansville's original and still the best Rocca Bar Pizza.
It is halftime here at Central High School. The Tigers in front 49-0 alongside Mike Scovara. I am Jevin Redmond, and we just recap who all had the scoring tonight for the Tigers. We start with a pick 6 from the defense. Alex Broshiers made it 7-0 Tigers, a 34-yard pick 6. Then it was a 25-yard touchdown pass to Luke Elshman on 4th and 17, made it 14-zip. 29 yards on a jet sweep. It goes down as a pass to Luke Elshman. So he has make it 3 receiving touchdowns tonight. That was 21-0 Tigers. Portero then got in on the fun, a 3-yard rushing touchdown late first quarter, made it 28-zip. In the second quarter, Elsherman grabbed his 3rd receiving touchdown of the night, capping off a 7-play, 67-yard drive. That was the longest drive of the first half for the Tigers, 35-0. Then Fisher had a 23-yard touchdown run to make it 42-0. And Lucas Horning got in on the action late in the first half, a 1-yard rushing touchdown, capping off a 5-play, 45-yard drive for Memorial. And they were at the 3 there inside of a minute. Took a QB kneel down to run out the rest of the clock. And it was certainly a half that was dominated by the Tigers. Tigers defense with 5 interceptions.
5 interceptions. First 6 possessions they score offensively. Roll up 13 first downs. I had them unofficially almost 300 yards of offense. Central 5 first downs, about 60-some yards offense. As it's been all Memorial here in this first 24 minutes. As we will have a running clock. We'll talk to you about that and start of the second half. What's that all about?
All right, so a break here on our halftime show. It is 49-0 Memorial.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Ladies and gentlemen, Loyola Central High School Home Bears. Central fans, for your halftime enjoyment, we now present to you the debut of the 2023 Central High School Marching Brown and Gold. The band is under the direction of Mr. Jeff Hager. Special staff includes Keith Barney, Matt Rundle, Bailey Roby, and Seth Patterson. The drum majors are Carolyn West and Tyler Brazelton. Tonight's show is entitled Puzzle. Music selections tonight are from Mr. McGorian's Wonder Emporium and My Funny Valentine. So with Nova Trask, Mitchell, Kennedy Allen, and Jacob Kutz. Ladies and gentlemen, your Central High School Marching Brown and Gold.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Since 1973, People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet has been operated by 3 generations of the Flitner family. From Stan Sr. to Stan Jr., and now Stan's daughter Susan and her husband Jacob. For the last 50 years, customer service and quality home furnishings has been their goal. Other furniture stores may come and go, but People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet will show you how easy it can get for the next 50 years.
People's Furniture and Mattress Outlets, how easy can it get?
Evansville's original pizza since 1955? Why, it's Rock-A-Bar Pizza, of course. 17 incredible specialty pizzas. Mega Meat, Chicken Barbecue, Rocco Pesto, and Bacon Cheeseburger. Or how about Quesadilla, Chicken Bacon Ranch, Hawaiian Margarita around the world, and their breakfast pizza. Plus all your favorites. Oh yeah, don't forget about their signature salad. It's like none other. Dine in, carry out, or catered. Rediscover Evansville's original and still the best Rock-A-Bar Pizza.
Today will begin their competition.
Does your home's exterior need a makeover? Consider a new entry door from Lensing Building Specialties. Browse classic and modern door styles to boost your home's curb appeal. Explore our wide variety of beautiful and energy-efficient entry and patio doors. Don't worry about the work. Schedule an appointment for our skilled techs to install it for you. Get started at lensingbuildingspecialties.com and make your home feel new again.
A Rights Memorial education is now more affordable than ever. If you fit within certain income guidelines, you could receive over $6,000 of tuition assistance. Find out if you qualify for an Indiana School Choice Scholarship or other tuition assistance opportunities. Your child, your money, your choice. Visit rightsmemorial.org for more information.
Melk, located in Evansville, Indiana, provides mechanical, electrical, and plumbing solutions nationwide. We deliver quality service to the industrial, commercial, and healthcare industries. If you have a big project, we bring big solutions. That includes designing and installing green energy systems that benefit your business. Our in-depth knowledge and commitment to safety make us the perfect partner in MEP contracting. Contact us for an estimate on your next project. Melk, big projects, big solutions.
Why do our students love Rights Memorial?
Memorial helps me find the right rhythm on stage and in my education. I believe in developing my craft. I believe in building a community. And now, I believe I can hit the right notes in all aspects of life.
Showcase your talents at Rights Memorial.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Since 1973, People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet has been operated by 3 generations of the Flitner family. From Stan Sr. to Stan Jr., and now Stan's daughter Susan and her husband Jacob. For the last 50 years, customer service and quality home furnishings has been their goal. Other furniture stores may come and go, but People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet will show you how easy it can get for the next 50 years.
People's Furniture and Mattress Outlets, how easy can it get?
Evansville's original pizza since 1955? Why, it's Rock-A-Bar Pizza, of course. 17 incredible specialty pizzas. Mega Meat, Chicken Barbecue, Rocco Pesto, and Bacon Cheeseburger. Or how about Quesadilla, Chicken Bacon Ranch, Hawaiian Margarita around the world, and their breakfast pizza. Plus all your favorites. Oh yeah, don't forget about their signature salad. It's like none other. Dine in, carry out, or catered. Rediscover Evansville's original and still the best Rock-A-Bar Pizza.
All right, back here at Central High School, we are just about set for half number 2, where we will have a running clock. The Tigers in front, 49-0. And the IHSAA football mercy rule was implemented for the 2019 season, and it has stuck around. So beginning with the second half of any high school football game, when the point differential between teams is at or reaching 35 points, the game clock shall convert to a running clock. A running clock is defined as a clock that does not stop during the play with the exception of timeouts, scores, and or injuries. Once the running clock is implemented, the clock may not revert back to standard timing protocols regardless of the score of the contest. Therefore, let's say Central would trim it below 35 points. It'll still be a running clock the rest of the way. The 40-second play clock shall remain in effect throughout the contest. So, through all that explaining, Mike, we'll have a running clock the rest of the night.
Yeah, and depending on how many stoppages, we could have a second half that might take 35 minutes. We've talked about it all during the game, and we summarized it as we let out at halftime. Memorial's defense, 5 interceptions. I might have to dive into the record book and see if I can find anything that's even close to that.
Well, you got a long weekend, so you got some time.
That's right. We'll work on it. And so Central will be kicking off. We had the same situation last week when Memorial shut out North. North had to kick off to start the second half. That was their only kickoff of the game, as Lane Gabbert, one of the seniors, will kick it off as going deep for the Tigers is Lively, along with Gino Amoni.
So typically I put together a 2-deep depth chart, but I think for the second half we'll just call it off the roster.
Our depth chart is the roster. Amoni.
So we're underway here in half number 2. This will be Gino on the return. He gets the 40-yard line. A little bit of spark there from the freshman. Gino Amoni on the return.
Gino Amoni.
Now we saw Petke run a couple of drives in that second half, and he will lead the troops here to start quarter number 3. Before the start of the third quarter, Zemer Funeral Home has served the Tri-State for over 95 years. Zemer is honored to comfort families during a time of need. They look forward to serving local families for generations to come.
Got a reserve offensive line in there as well.
Here's Horning on the first offensive play of the second half. And he gets 2 or 3 yards to the 46-yard line. We did see Horning with a rushing touchdown just under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. It was a 1-yard score.
Jaden Probst, Sander Apps, and Evan Schaefer try to get the rest of the starting offensive line. Also out there is Kingston Rashi. And I'll get one more there.
By the way, Mike, our second half started at 8:06, so we'll pay attention to how long it takes.
And also out there is Garrett Hamilton. Got to give those offensive linemen some kudos here.
Here is Horning again, and he is greeted in the backfield for a significant loss.
About 5.
Looked like that was Killian Woolsey who came in and made that tackle for loss back at the 40-yard line.
Now, one thing about the Central Bears, they don't have a lot of depth, so you're going to see a lot of the guys that started and played the entire first half, where Coach John Hurley's got the luxury of getting all of his starters back onto the bench. About the only concern, and we talked about as Bryant Carr, starting center, exited early. We'll check on him.
So it's 3rd and 13. Petke hands off to Horning, and he struggles to get back to the line of scrimmage. He actually loses a yard, so back-to-back tackles for losses, and the Tigers will be steering at a 4th and long.
Kenyon Peoples on the stop for Central.
We'll bring up 4th down and 14 for the Tigers.
And Memorial will probably go for it.
Do you give Petke a chance to throw a little bit here in the second half, or will they keep on the ground, do you think, the entire time?
I'm sure they're going to keep it running. Petke had a nice gain. Oh, no, I guess he's going to step back and do a short punt.
And just like Fisher would do. High snap over his head. Back to the 15-yard line. Petke just wisely tries to fall on it. Ball is still loose. The officials blow the play dead. Hopefully Petke is okay. He gets up and appears to be fine, but a bad snap puts Central in business right around the 10-yard line, trying to get on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. We do have some SIAC scores, all at halftime. A good game between Castle and Bosse. Castle 24, Bosse 22. That game is at Inlow Field. Harrison and North are playing at North, and the Huskies lead 30-12 at recess. Wrightstown in front of Jasper, 17-0 at halftime, and Vincennes Lincoln 21, Mater Dei 6 at halftime. So the drive starts, 1st and goal from the 10. Hunter Broshear still in there at quarterback. They're going to hand it off to Graham. And Graham with a middle gain to the 9.
Graham is brought down by a group of Tiger tacklers. Bring up 2nd down.
Good swarming defense there.
And goal for the Bears.
Bears go quickly here. 3 wide receivers to the far side. Now they check their wristband once they get to the line of scrimmage. Just joining us, running clock here in the second half. Tigers scored all 49 points in the first half. Here's a quick pitch and catch. Kano is inside the 5 to the 3. Kano had several grabs in that first half.
Mitchell Bryant had one of those interceptions. Also Benton Merkel on the stop. But they'll pick up about 5. Get it down inside the 5. They'll mark it at the 3-yard line.
3rd and goal. Graham has had some good runs tonight. So they go to him here on 3rd and short. Low snap. They do hand it off to Graham. And that low snap disrupted that play, allowing several Tigers to swarm Graham for a loss of 3. 4th and goal now.
In their first hit was Jake Brockett along with Robert Campbell.
Be tough to run it here again. We'll see if Broshears tries to throw it.
4th down.
Broshears has thrown 5 interceptions tonight. The single wide receiver near side of your screen is Jaden Clark. They're going to hook up with Kano, lunging for it, but he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. It'll be a turnover on downs at the 2, maybe the 1. Central thought it was a touchdown, but he was out of bounds. So
it'll just between the 1 and the 2-yard line. So that's the second time the Memorial defense has forced Central on downs.
Bears still kept off the scoreboard. Keeps a chance of back-to-back shutouts alive for the Tigers, but now they are pinned deep. Thanks to Mel K, a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. For all your commercial, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing needs at Mel K, big projects, big solutions.
We got to get the play off.
Play clock is at 3 seconds. Petke receives the snap. He'll take off running himself. And he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 14, Will Petke, brought down by a group of Bear tacklers at the line of scrimmage. That will bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers.
You might see, if they can't get a first down, you might see an intentional safety.
So Petke ran it on the first play. Horning lines up to his left here. And we have a flag. Offsides against Central, which will give the Tigers some more breathing room. Well, there goes your intentional safety. Would have been funny. 49-2 final score.
Yeah. Have to go deep in the record books to find that score. Duplicated.
Say, have you ever done a game where the team had just 2 points?
I actually did a game that was 6-4. There were 2 safeties and a touchdown and a missed extra point.
I did a game too that was 6-4, but it was baseball.
Yeah. Trips out left.
Petke hands off to Horning. He's able to turn the corner. Looks like that might go for a loss, but Horning able to stretch it for a couple of yards.
Jaden Clark makes the stop.
We got 4th down and 3 for the Tigers.
So 3rd down and short. Looks like we have an injured Central Bear player. That is Peoples. And one of those rules is when there is an injury, it does stop the clock. We will keep it here as Peoples gets back up to his feet. So we talked about what the Tigers have coming up the next few weeks. They'll be at Enloe Field against Mater Dei, Harrison, and Bosse. For Central, they will travel to Vincennes next week. They're back here at home week 5 against Wrights, and then at Jasper week 6. Tell you what, Castle and Bosse, I mentioned moments ago, a good battle tonight in the SIAC. Castle a 2-point lead at halftime.
Wow. Well, the Central Bears, Brandon Artist, the nice thing about this, it's only 1 loss, and you just got to regroup and say, we need to find the positives and carry over that not only next week, but the rest of the season.
3rd and 3, Petke keeps it himself. Outside the numbers, a little juke there, got it some separation, and he picks up the first down.
Keeps the drive alive, and with this running, even though he went out of bounds, with the running clock, we're going to be under 3 minutes. So this half started at 8:06?
That is correct.
All right.
It's been a 10-minute second half so far. Only stoppage has been that injury from Peoples, which
didn't last very long.
No, he got up, appeared to be okay. Horning is gobbled up and driven to the turf. And on that tackle was Gavin Brown, a sophomore.
The ball for the Tigers was number 28.
Well, Pet Food Center, they have locations on Evansville's east, west, and north sides, as well as Newburgh and Owensboro, Kentucky. Anything you want for your pet, they've got it, Pet Food Center. Loss of 1 there for Horning. Saw some of this crowd on both sides head for the exits at halftime. Student section's a bit sparse on each side. In motion, there is that jet sweep. This time it is Connor O'Donohue. And O'Donohue is loose. Far sideline 40, 50. 1 man left to beat. O'Donohue will stumble his way into the end zone. How about that? A little jet sweep.
That's an 86-yard pass from Petke to Connor O'Donohue, the sophomore. So the Tigers flipped the field in a big way. Broke a couple tackles about the 30, got tripped up about the 15, kept his balance as Connor O'Donohue gets his first varsity touchdown of his career.
He's a sophomore, and that final 10 yards was a struggle. He lost his footing, but he's almost clipped that final defender and is able to keep his balance, and he gets 6 for the Tigers.
As Joseph Hinkie will be the extra point kicker. Joseph Hinkie, the backup place kicker.
And his kick looks pretty good, and it is good. So, 51 seconds to go, 3rd quarter, 56-0 Tigers. Back after this.
A school that can get you in the career that is right for you. Ivy Tech Community College has over 70 career-focused programs to get you into the job that you want. Ivy Tech offers programs in the latest technologies such as robotics and cybersecurity. Demand for nurses has never been higher. In fact, more nurses have graduated from Ivy Tech than any other college. Take the first step with an affordable education at Ivy Tech Community College. Go to ivytech.edu for more information and to apply now.
For 95 years, Zimmer Funeral Home has been committed to providing peace of mind at a difficult time. Our family has proudly served the Evansville community since 1927. As we enter into our fourth generation era, our professional and caring staff works hard creating meaningful ceremonies to meet the special needs of each family. We are proud to celebrate 95 years of business in the Tri-State. Zimmer Funeral Home is honored to help comfort families during their time of need. Thank you for trusting our family with your family.
Six plays, 98 yards. The Tigers score. Connor O'Donohue, 86 yards on the jet sweep. So Petke gets credit for a touchdown pass on the ensuing kickoff. Returned around the 25-yard line and brought down from behind Devin Stewart, a short return.
Was brought down for the Tigers by number 16, Wes Kelly.
Well, Lensing Building Specialties. If you need a new front door, Lensing Building Specialties sells and installs a wide variety of exterior doors. Learn more at lensingbuildingspecialties.com. Also, if you're looking for something to do after the game, Rockabar, they have a new location, the corner of Green River Road and 4600 Washington Avenue in Evansville. Stop by after the game or for breakfast, lunch, or dinner for your favorite pizza and other fine food at Rockabar. 10 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Will Central get a snap off before the quarter break? The answer is no. Fourth quarter up next. Start of the fourth quarter, 56-0 Tigers. Stop by the Evansville Hyundai Auto Dealership for your next purchase of a new or used car located on Evansville's east side. It's home of the 100,000 miles powertrain warranty and 3 years free maintenance. There is a handoff to Graham. And Graham gets back to the line of scrimmage. Only scoring so far of this half. Game last drive for the Tigers. Connor O'Donohue, 86-yard jet sweep. It's now 56-0.
Well, the Central Bears looking for that Pierre quickly. They want to avoid this shutout, and that Memorial Reserve defense wants to keep them out of the end zone.
Handoff goes up the middle. That play gains some traction to the 34-yard line.
Carrying the ball for the Bears, number 21.
Quasimodo Jean on the stop.
Martinez, his first carry of the night for Central. He's a senior. Silvano Martinez, that's why I couldn't locate him. His first call of the night. Third and short. back to the ground with Martinez, and he is contained better on that play as Martinez ends up losing 2.
21, Silvano Martinez. He was brought down by a group of Tiger tacklers.
Oh, fourth down. Central will
for the Bears.
I guess punt it away. So that means coming on the field is Lane Gabbard, their senior punter. He's also their kicker. And the Tigers will send Mitchell Bryant back around his own 40 to return this kick. 10 minutes to go here in the game.
Well, the only possession the Tigers haven't scored offensively is with the kneel down right before half.
There's a kickoff, or the punt, I'm sorry, to the 40-yard line, and that is Mitchell Bryant who signals for the fair catch. Well, you belong at Ivy Tech Community College with 5 times to start each year. Flexible scheduling. There's always a great time to begin at Ivy Tech. You can join them for Tuesdays at the Tech, Ivy Tech Community College. I want to thank Orange Leaf Frozen Yogurt. They were our halftime show sponsor tonight. They are a go-to spot for that afternoon sweet treat or refreshing snack. Variety of self-serve frozen yogurt flavors, endless toppings, real fruit smoothies, made-to-order shakes and holiday cakes. Satisfy that sweet tooth of yours at Orange Leaf Frozen Yogurt, 701 North Burkhart Road in Evansville. There's a gain of a yard or 2 for Joey Briones.
This drive starts with about 9 minutes to go on the running clock.
By the way, you're keeping track of time. 20 minutes since we started the second half. Your prediction was about 30 minutes, right? Is that what you said?
If it is, I'll take it.
I guess I just made that up. I don't know. Second and short. And this is Briones. Back the line of scrimmage to bring up third down. I said second and short, was looking at the wrong marker. It's actually 3rd and 9 now.
Third down and 9 for the Tigers.
Well, we've got a third quarterback in there, Luke Brown, a freshman for the Tigers. And a whole host of other new numbers.
He is a 6'2", 155-pound freshman is Brown. So from Fisher to Petke, now to Brown. 3rd and 9. Chance to run it here for Gino Amoni. And he paid the price, loses 2 yards, 4th and long.
And he wanted to get the license number of that truck. And that coming up was Gavin Brown on the stop. Loss of a couple.
It's a good chance, though, for a lot of Tigers to get some action tonight.
I think the participation chart's going to have every number checked.
4th and long. They've worn out the jet sweep tonight. This is Grayson Carter. And Carter gets a couple, but not near enough for a first down. So it's a turnover on downs, giving the ball back to Central. I was talking about several players getting experience. I was talking with Coach earlier this week about how the younger guys are doing in terms of the JV level. And JV football beat North last week, and he said that the JV team really had to battle because they only played about 17 guys because of the heat last week. Timeout is called by Central with 6:45 to go. We'll keep it here, but the JV team was able to battle with about 17 players that were able to play because of quarters and stuff. They used a lot of substitutions last week. Last week we were just getting started at an 8 o'clock kickoff.
That's right. I forgot all about that. At least I tried to forget about that last Saturday morning. But the Central Bears they're going to drop to 0-3. The Memorial Tigers will go to 3-0, and they'll be able to keep it the season on perfect.
Well, People's Furniture Mattress Outlet, 50 years of operation for a business that is family and third generation owned. How easy can it get for quality furniture and a quality mattress? Stop by and see the friendly folks at People's Furniture Mattress Outlet in Evansville. A reminder that steak night for the Memorial Booster Club is coming up soon. That'll be 2 weeks from tomorrow. Join the tradition of supporting Memorial Athletics with the revamped and revitalized Booster Club. September 16th is their annual steak night event. You can like them on Facebook for more information.
Well, we could probably, the Rock-A-Bar player of the game, we gave it to the defense last night for a shutout. Could give it against the defense with 5 interceptions in the first half. Central now to try to get on the board here. Low snap.
We've seen that a couple of times, especially early in the game. Quarterback just falls on it. Appears Central has a new quarterback in there as well.
Memorial scored on defense their first time, then scored their first 5 possessions and could have second on 6, but Coach Early decided to take a knee on the Central 3-yard line as the tap ran out. As Matthew Fisher, though, was 10 of 12 passing for 155 yards and 3 touchdowns. Those 3 touchdowns tie his career high for passes, and all of them went to Luke Elsperman. 4 catches, 93 yards, and those 3 scores.
Aiden Vega is the new quarterback. He hands it off here. Some speed from Devin McBain, but McBain does not get positive yards. He was running the wrong way for a moment. Too much side to side. It's 3rd and long.
Jalen Carter makes the stop after he bounced off of a couple of defenders. And I think the Rock-A-Bar player of the game, who has had 3 great, of course, you've got to have a quarterback throwing to him. He's had 3 great games as a wide receiver, junior Luke Elsperman, with those 4 catches, 93 yards, and 3 scores. Again, those 3 scores, his career high as well, is our Rock-A-Bar player of the game.
And Tigers starters on offense played not even a full first half. Well, here's a heave, chuck it deep, see what happens. How about a 6th INT? Works like a punt, I guess. On the interception for the Tigers is Andrew Brochures. How many Brochures are playing tonight, Mike? Goodness.
Well, and Brochures intercepted too. And as Alec, he starts the interception train. And coming up is Andrew, the freshman.
6 interceptions for the Tigers defense tonight. Before that play, I was going to talk about Luke Elshman a bit. I was going to talk about just how good Luke has been at the wide receiver spot. That was another category that the Tigers had some question marks in terms of playmakers, but he's been a leader so far. Came in with 16 catches in the season, close to 300 yards. And again, tonight had 4 grabs, 3 touchdowns. There's a flag on a carry as we're coming up on 4 minutes to go in the game. Did you go ahead and name him the player of the game?
Yes.
Okay, that was brought to you by Rock-A-Bar. Stop by for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. The new location, 4600 Washington Avenue in Evansville.
All right. And a penalty against the Tigers, marching back 5. A little procedure action. Does not stop the clock, though. They took the ball at the 15 with 4.5 to go, as we're now under 4 minutes.
Well, by my math, we'll be right at 30 minutes on the dot if the clock does not stop. So you're getting credit for that prediction.
I'll take it.
So after the penalty, it's 1st and 15 back at their own 10 for the Tigers.
They got to go buy a lottery ticket.
Go for it.
Okay, Brown gets the snap.
And the give is to Gino Amoni. Freshman 5'7", 165 pounds. He's gotten a couple of carries here in the second half.
Down and 15 for the Tigers.
Gino Imoni is how you say it. First time we've seen him this year.
Thanks to Sam and Larry Mattingly for that tidbit. We didn't do our homework there down the depth chart.
So the quarterback who is playing now his second series, the 3rd stringer, Luke Brown, another freshman, just runs it himself. 3rd and long, coming up on 2 minutes to go in this game.
A host of Central defenders.
Score update from Tucker Smith. Castle has some separation now with Bossy. 31-22 second half action. North leading Harrison 37-12. Wright 17, Jasper 7 second half. And Vincennes leads Mater Dei 28-12. Another run play coming here to the near side. Flag flies.
And I think we're going to have a hold against the Tigers. They'll refuse that.
And that will bring up fourth down. You'd think they would refuse it.
No, they don't. They mark it off 5.
Well, that means
half
Memorial,
the distance.
Yeah, Memorial can just take a knee at this point. Well, we'll come your way again next week. It'll be Mater Dei and Memorial from Inlow Field, 6:30 kickoff. The pregame show gets underway at 6:15. Tigers will try to move to 4-0. If Mater Dei cannot come back in their game, then they would be 1-2. Their lone win was against a Central team, week 1 at the Wrights Bowl. Be close. This might be the Tigers' final snap of the night.
By taking the penalty, they get an extra down. So.
Yep. Run it again to the far side. Flag flies, no gain, and that will run out the clock, though, with that flag. The game clock, well, I say that, the play clock just started ahead of the game clock.
Well, this will be the third straight shutout by the Memorial Tigers against Central, as in 2021 in the tournament play, they won 35-0. Last year, regular season, they won 21-0. As the final score here tonight at Central Stadium at Coach Mike Owen Field is going to be the Memorial Tigers 56 and the Evansville Central Bears nothing.
All right, so the Tigers starters play most of the first half, and then it was the reserves the rest of the way. Tigers are now 3-0 on the season. Again, they're home against Mater Dei next week. Central drops to 0-3. The Bears will travel to Vincennes for week 4. All right, that does it for tonight's broadcast. For Mike Scavara, I'm Jevin Revin. Thanks for watching on IndianaSRN. The final score, Memorial 56, Central nothing. Talk to you next week back at Inlow Field.